Hello friends, you're with the Lonesome Gamer, and I'm playing Cthulhu DmD, the Season 1, Episode 1, and this is gonna be, I guess, the last video. Either way, it's gonna be pretty close. The big issue is my sanity with both my characters. I'm already quite advanced, and I did not manage to disturb the ritual yet. I already managed to destroy 3 of the 4 laboratories, so 1 more to go. But the characters are not in the best shape. I mean, they are a little bit wounded here, same here, kind of in the middle, and the situation is difficult because of the star spawn, which is standing here in the same space as the kid. And yeah, so also in the next turn, there's a good chance that that the old one will advance, which will then also activate the star spawn again and move it 1 space. So I got to be careful where I want to end up after this whole situation. For example, well, right now I'm standing here. If I destroy the lab, for example, and then I'm sitting in this room, the situation might be that Cthulhu shows up here, I'm here, and because the Elder One advances, the star spawn also move into this room. So I would then share the room with Cthulhu and the star spawn, and I'm pretty sure I will not survive that. So this is not something I want to do. So therefore I probably... Yeah, it says 1 space towards you, the spawn. So I probably want to move out of this room after destroying the lab. That would mean I would take Cthulhu with me, but at least... well, we'll see. I'm not sure how to deal with that. This is all not easy. So first of all, I'm now here, and I got my sneak action, or my stealth action, and there's one thing, and I wonder if you have an answer to that. When you run, you may sneak once, so 1 enemy doesn't follow you. So one thing that wasn't quite sure to me is it possible for me, for example, to take the guy with me, let's say into this space, and then from here on, activate basically the stealth and then move around. So basically that I can drag the guy with me for a few steps and then leave him. I mean, it kind of says 1 enemy doesn't follow you, so that kind of suggests that he never follows me. So I can probably not do that, but yeah, I wasn't quite sure about that. Maybe you have an idea about this. Anyway, so what I'm planning to do is I'm going to use my stealth, and I'm going to leave the room in this direction because here we have 2 fire, and I don't want to go through there. So 1, 2, 3, and I got my swiftness, so that brings me here. That's 4. And that is a free run action. So I get 1 fire marker from this room. Okay. So now I got still 3 actions left. What I want to do is I'm going to move in here and I'm going to sneak again. I can sneak once per action, not once per turn. So also use my stealth action. So this was my first action. And now I'm going to attack the lab, or I'm gonna try to hit it. So I get 4 dice. And I really hope I can do it. with one single attack. But it's not that easy. We'll see. I might need two. Oh, that was really good. So let's roll the last one. Yeah, that's it. Because I have the Arcane Mastery. That was really good. So I was very lucky with that roll. That allowed me to destroy the lab. So that's a major explosion. Deal 2 wounds to all enemies in this and adjacent spaces. So that's kind of cool. So that means the star spawn takes 2 wounds. Sadly not this guy, because there is no direct connection here. Otherwise the Bayaki would be dead. But this doesn't happen. And yeah, so that means I destroyed the 4th lab, and that will now bring Cthulhu into play. Okay, so I put that aside because now we got this one here. And it says, when revealed, summon Cthulhu in your space. Each enemy in a relay space moves 1 space towards you. Okay, that's not so bad. These are just these 2 cultists. At the end of each turn, put a relay token in Cthulhu's space. There's already a token there. Put it in the nearest space that doesn't have one. Yeah, that doesn't sound so great. Okay. So first we got to get Cthulhu now. We have this massive miniature here. And this is one of the issues I have with the game. The tiles, well, you could argue the miniatures are a little bit too large or the tiles are too small. But especially in this scenario with all the markers, you know, the lab markers, the fire markers, the relay markers and whatnot. And then in addition you have to place Cthulhu on the board. I mean, look at this. It's a little bit too much, but okay. So let's see. So now that was, let's see. Yeah, so that's what happens. Now you can see here Cthulhu has these attack dice and he's got 12 life points. However, if we killed him, that's not the end. Then we go to the next stage and he has again 12 life points. And if we kill that stage, he has again 12 life points. So we have to kill him 3 times. And he gets more and more and more dangerous. And really ugly eventually. So this is all but easy. I still have 1 action left. I moved there, I moved a second time. I destroyed the lab and I got 1 move action left because I got the swiftness. So I will move out of this space. I'm going to move in here so that I don't get attacked by the star spawn in case it should advance. And I have to take another fire marker because in this room there was fire. Okay, so then I'm allowed to draw 2 Mythos cards. Now look at that. So we got the Sleeper Awakens. If there are 2 or more relay spaces adjacent to each other, well, there are a couple of them, the guy will simply advance. Or we got each investigator in a relay space loses 1 sanity, and then he will also advance. So actually it doesn't really matter which card we choose, because they have the same effect, because there is no investigator on a relay space at the moment. So therefore we can simply, yeah, it doesn't matter. The old one advances. That's the only thing that happens. But that happens at the end of the turn, and now I realize that I would not have get attacked by the star spawn because this effect would have happened by the end of the turn. But in this way, I'm also not getting attacked by Cthulhu, which is probably a pretty good idea. So now I am actually in a safe space. It's oh, and I can heal a stress because I used my Read the Omens ability. So that means I can now draw a card, and that is a monkey paw. Painted glyphs on the floor. What is going on here? Okay, if you have the monkey as a companion, luckily this guy has the one, or the kid has the one-handed lab monkey. I don't. If you have the monkey as a companion, take 2 wounds and discard the monkey. You may claim the monkey paw, or discard it to heal all your health. That is actually also kind of tempting. Each elder sign may count as both a success and a tentacle. Well, that is not really an advantage because I got the arcane mastery anyway. So I'm gonna discard this card to heal all my health. I think I cannot keep the card and then discard it later. That's not possible. I have to do it right now to heal all the health, and then the card simply goes away. So I'm going to place it underneath here. Okay, and that's pretty much it. I got to roll for fire. So let's do this right now. I've got 2 dice. That is really bad. I'm going to reroll 1. Maybe I will actually reroll both. Fuck, I'm going to do that again. Okay, that's a wound, but it's better than losing sanity. I'm going to do the same thing again. Come on. I'm going to do it again. Who cares? Okay, so I take 1 wound. I'm really afraid of losing sanity, to be honest. Was a bit expensive. Oh, you know what? Actually, I had the toughness, so I could reroll 1. So I'm gonna go back here like that. I keep 1 sanity, and I took the wound, and I think I'm okay. The toughness allows me to get a free reroll when rolling for fire. So now Cthulhu advances, which means this goes here, and there is now no additional effect. At that point, he would have been revealed if we would not have disrupted the ritual, but we could not attack him. But luckily, we disrupted the ritual, so now it's all fine. And then we're gonna put a relay token on my space. So the token is placed here because he advances. And then summon a cultist on each relay space. So that is not good. 1 shows up here, 1 shows up here. Oh boy. 1 here, another 1 down there, and over, and then we have 1 here. And this is really an issue. There are characters that are doing really great in dealing with multiple small health targets, right? They can actually kill, I don't know, 2 or 3 or a whole bunch of them with a single attack. But I don't have any of these abilities. So that makes it a little tricky with all these cultists on the board. They become a little annoying. Okay, let's see. What's next? Move the star spawn 1 space toward me. So this is now the thing. The star spawn, I could actually place it here. There is enough room. And it is also it's the same distance. So I'm going to place it here. Yeah, that's okay, I guess. And then, let me see, is that okay? And then it says, place a fire token on each space that has any cultist and no fire. So that means we have now a fire here, and we have a fire here, and we also have a fire here. Okay. It's now the end of the turn. Put a relay token in Cthulhu's space. If there's already a token there, put it in the nearest space that doesn't have one. Okay, so that means we can't put one in his space, so we're going to put it there. Okay, there we go. Oh God. Fine. So that's that. And we really have to keep these things in mind, especially at the end of the turn events and all that. This is easy to forget. So we're done with that, and now it's the kid. So let's see what she can do. She has a lot of power, and I think she can do a lot of damage now. So I think what I simply will do is I will attack Cthulhu. It's as simple as that. I got my marksmanship, got the pistol. The guy is one space away, so I can shoot inside this room, and I have a ton of dice. So let's see. I got 2, 3, 4 dice plus the pistol. So I'm talking here about 6 green dice plus my 3 black dice. So there are not even enough dice, so we got to reroll one of them. And each of these counts as 2 successes. That's pretty awesome, man. I mean, that's really, really crazy. Let's see. Okay, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we can roll another one of them because yeah, I got one more die. Okay, so we already have 8 damage here against Cthulhu. Yeah, I mean that's pretty insane. So yeah, he takes 8 damage, and we're simply gonna do a second attack, I guess. And that's it. That's it for this guy. He's done easily. I mean, that's total overkill. And I got the option to reroll this one. And actually, I can heal 1 stress for each success. So I can basically heal completely here. Or do I... Wait a minute. I'm not sure. I definitely had 1 success last turn. So I'm kind of here. I'm going to reroll this one. Okay, that's perfect. And so I killed him. And I can heal 2 because I have here 3 of these elder signs. So we killed Cthulhu. The first stage. So I'm going to put it aside here. And we come now to the next stage. And it says, when revealed, move Cthulhu to the blue gate. Each investigator in a relay space takes 1 wound and loses 1 sanity. Okay, so that doesn't affect me. Cthulhu goes into the blue space down here, or the space with the blue gate, and she is standing in a relay space, so she takes a wound and loses a sanity. Here's the problem. At the end of each turn, each investigator loses 1 sanity. That's pretty dangerous. But I have a feeling that we're doing okay. So I can now, I think I also will improve this by 1 space. So I can now also heal 1 stress for each elder sign that I use. And yeah, and I still have another action going. That's the kid still has 1 more action. So what's the plan here? I think I want to attack the star spawn. It seems like this could be the most dangerous I mean, apart from Cthulhu, obviously. So I'm going to do another attack here. And yeah, that is easily enough. So I can simply kill this guy, blow him off the board. I mean, she's incredibly powerful. And this is it for now. So let's draw a Mythos card. The thing that should not be. If Cthulhu is on the board, each investor loses 1 sanity. Yeah, okay. Not great. Not great at all. But that's it. Yeah, okay. And that means I'm actually allowed to investigate in here in the staircase. And that is the professor. You see my students. They escaped. I walked out during an experiment. If any investigator has the spirit of Ngaha, the professor bursts into flames. Well, that's not the case. Otherwise, you may take 2 stress to claim the professor. While you have him gain 1 level in arcane mastery. Well, that doesn't help. I could give this to her. It would cost me 2 stress. I kind of, yeah, it's a bit questionable to do. I mean, it gives me also a life point, so that might be worth it. I can't afford the stress. I have so many, I can heal so easily the stress. So I'm going to take him, but I don't need the arcane mastery. I'm already at top level here, but it gives me a life point, so that might be useful. I don't know if I want to spend the action to trade this with her, but who knows, maybe I will. So that's the end of the turn here. That means, because of the dark, I can heal a stress. And it also means we're going to have to place a token here, a relay token, that happens at the end of each turn. And it also means I lose a sanity. Holy crap. That sucks. Each investigator loses a sanity and a wound. Wow, that's tough. We better finish this guy soon. Okay, it's now Fatima. So, what can I do? I'm not in a good shape. I have, well, I mean, I got a free move action. I can take a risk, and I can just say, fuck it, I'm gonna commit suicide, and simply attack the guy. Hoping to deal 2 damage, and that's it. And I think there is a real good chance that I can do this. that I can deal 12 damage to him with 2 actions. Got a lot of dice, but I wonder if this is really what I want to do. The problem is if I don't do it, I mean, I will lose a lot of sanity. So I only have 2 left. So this is a dangerous game if I wait too long. I might really just say, go for it. I'm going to risk it. I don't have much time. I think I'm going to do this suicide thing. It's okay when one person dies. So let's go for it. Yeah, I want to do this. I'm going to take her. I'm going to use my sneak ability here. And I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4 with the swiftness. Going to take this guy with me. And I have to take 3 fire markers. So I run. My body is covered with fire, all flames all over me. And I'm going to run into a room with Cthulhu. And now I got 3 attacks left because that was a free move. So I'm pretty sure I can kill him at this stage. So let's see. Okay, so I have my 3 basic dice, 2 more dice from the insanity track, and I get an extra die from the brawling. I got the beaker actually. Oh. That's interesting. But it doesn't help that much in this space. It's not that impressive. But I got 3 actions. So let's hope for the best. Yeah, let's see what we can do. That was strong. That was very, very strong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. And I get 2 stress because of my arcane mastery. I can heal 2 stress. So that was an extremely good start. And that was just my first action. So if I can kill him with my second action, maybe I can destroy a cultist. Maybe I can even survive that. But I think there's a good chance I will go crazy anyway. But we'll see. Okay, so let's see. Let's see if we can kill him. That looks fantastic. I'm pretty sure this will do it. So it was like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need... Technically, if I take this, he would be dead. But I would also lose a sanity. So I don't want to do that. I want to try to reroll this. Give me another try. Come on. Yes! There we go. So we killed him. We did it. There we are. Okay, let's see what the last stage says. Move Cthulhu to the starting space. Okay, so now we bring him here. Yeah, it looks pretty impressive over there. Each investigator must discard all item and companion cards. Whoa. They may take 1 wound for each card they wish to keep. Okay, that's pretty cool. If you need to place a relay token on the board but cannot, each investigator loses 2 sanity. That's tough. There are only 2 tokens left. So it's gonna be close, but I think we can win. So let's place this guy here, and yeah, we'll see what happens. I got 1 action left. I gotta get rid of items, so let me see what I want to do here. Okay, so first I think I'm okay with giving away the Gratz jars. I don't want to extinguish fire anymore. Here we're talking about the stealth guy. Yeah, okay, fuck it. I mean, at that point I don't need that anymore. The feral student gives me the brawling. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think the only one that I want to keep is actually the toughness. The reason is I have these 3 fire markers. The beaker can also go away. So I take a wound. I basically take a wound and I get an additional wound. So it doesn't really make such a big difference because I can keep that wound. But in addition to that, I actually can now reroll once during the fire and also during the attacks from these guys. So it's gonna be tough. I don't know if I can win or if she can survive, but the toughness could help her. So we'll see. And all this stuff is discarded. Now she obviously wants to keep her pistol. There's no question she got to keep that thing. So she takes a wound for the masochism and then she keeps the pistol. I don't think I need to keep anything else, to be honest. The dog is nice, but he's not that important. Yeah, that's it. Everything else is not such a big deal, but the pistol gives me 2 extra dice, and that is pretty awesome. So I want to keep that. Okay, it's still her turn. So I can attack one of the cultists, and so let's see. I don't have the brawling anymore, so that means I basically only have 2 green dice. But, I mean, it should be good enough for a single cultist. It is. I count this as a success, so that means I can heal 1 stress. I take the sanity loss. And, yeah, I only take 1 instead of 2. And I will... What am I going to do? You know, actually, I don't think I need the Arcane Mastery at the top. I just want to survive at that point. So I'm going to increase my Read the Omens because that allows me to heal all my stress. Do I need that? I don't think I need that. I think it doesn't make a difference. I think it really doesn't make a difference. So I'm going to take the 2 successes instead. Bring the Arcane Mastery to the top. Because I am allowed to heal 2 stress anyway, which would then bring me to the maximum. So there is no reason to take this, which allows me to heal all the stress, because I am already at the maximum then. Okay, so I was successful in killing one of these guys. And that means now that I have to draw a Mythos card. I can draw 2. Got a Fire Vampire. That is not great. Move the star spawn 2 spaces towards you, then each investigator in its space loses. Okay, that's okay. We summon the star spawn on red because that should not affect us anymore. So we take this. And yeah, this card is placed here. There we go. And that means we are allowed to heal 2 stress because of the Read the Omens ability. Okay, so now we get attacked by the cultist. And we might actually survive that. We got 1 reroll because we still have the toughness. Okay, that's a wound. Yeah, I'm going to reroll, or why not? It's a free reroll, so of course I take it. Shit. I can reroll. I got a lot of stress going on here. Okay, cool. So I didn't take a wound. I still have 2 health left, including Ralph. So now we gotta face... The problem is, if I lose just a single sanity, it's over. Because at the end of the turn, I will lose 1 sanity anyway. So that means if I lose sanity from this, yeah, I'm done. So now I have a free reroll again because I'm rolling for fire, my toughness. Okay, I'm going to reroll this one, obviously. And I'm good. I take the wound. I'm okay with that. And there we go. So I survived the turn, although I will lose a sanity. But this brings me exactly here. And if she manages to kill the guy now, I'm close to insanity, but not completely. I can now... I'm not sure what I want to do. I think I simply bring this one space up. Probably won't make any difference anymore. And yeah, that's the end of my turn. She also loses a sanity, though. That's important. It says each investigator. So what does she do? She simply pushes that, the marksman. You may attack a target one additional space away. So now 2 spaces away. But that doesn't make a big difference. And let me not forget anything here. Yeah, we have to place a relay token in Cthulhu's space at the end of each turn. So, God. So let's place it here. Let's just like that. We still got 1 left, so I guess we're good. Okay. We lost our sanity. We already did that. And that's it. So, we're good. Yeah, I think we're good. I think I did not forget anything. This is another thing, you know, if you have all these stages in play, and if there is a lot going on toward the end of the game, it's easy to forget things. But I think I'm okay. You know what? I actually did forget something. I forgot the kleptomania. So, yeah, that means I'm probably at 0 here, because I think I lost sanity twice. That was triggered both times, and I will take 2 stress every time. So that should be at 0. And her masochism was triggered. So actually this goes up 1 space because she had a wound. Okay, so now let's kick it off. I move with her 1, 2 spaces. That gives me a fire token. And now I gotta kill the guy. There's a tiny chance I get another shot, but it's unlikely. She will not. She's gonna go insane anyway. Here, I don't know, but probably not. So let's see. But we got a ton of options now. We got again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 green dice and the 3 black dice. So it's even possible to kill the guy with 1 single action. So we can roll 2 additional green dice here. Oh God, that looks insane. Okay, so we already did it, I think. No, not yet. 1, 2, 3, 4. So these are already 8 successes, 10 successes, and I can re-roll 2 of them. There you go. Overkill. That's incredible. We did it. We really did it. We killed Cthulhu. Amazing. We're good. Game over, and we've won, and it was an insane roll. The arcane mastery was just so powerful. Yeah. So, well, what can I say? It was... I think it was actually very close. Maybe not. It's hard to tell. I mean, she was finished. She would not have survived a turn. But, you know, we still yeah, we got one more roll. I think it was pretty close, yeah. I think it's safe to say. I mean, we had one more roll. At the end, it was pretty clear we could kill him, but I'm not even sure if she would have had another turn. So it might have been, well, the last turn that we actually had. If she would have just lost one more sanity, then also for her it would be over by the end of the turn. But she has a lot of rerolls, so maybe it would have been possible for her to actually take another turn, which is pretty crazy. And we also have one more of these tokens here. So yeah, I guess that was pretty awesome. Yeah, so as I mentioned, it is possible that I made a couple of mistakes. There's a lot, it's easy to forget things if you have all these different effects that take place when the Elder One advances or at the end of the turn or whatnot, or the effects from the insanity track and so on. But I think most of it I remembered. I think it worked out pretty well. And yeah, I mean, what can I say? You probably realize it by now. I love this game. I think it's absolutely amazing. I don't want to go into too many thoughts or something. There is not that much to say about this game. It's just a ton of fun, and it might possibly be my favorite game. Maybe I will do a small review or something, but it's really hard for me to you know, I'm pretty excited about this win, and I don't really have a lot to say at the moment. Yeah, it was a great game. It was an incredibly fun experience, as it always is. And I think I'll be back in a few minutes. Give me a few minutes to let this sink, and then I'll say a few thoughts about this. So you know what, I think I want to load this up now, and I'm going to come back to this tomorrow and do a short review video, 10 minutes or so, and you know, really talk a little bit about this. It makes no more sense than just squeeze it now at the end. Yeah, but I love this. It was incredibly enjoyable for me. And I'm really looking forward to the next scenario. Right now I'm just painting Hastur. He's not done yet, and I don't want to play again with Cthulhu. Right now Cthulhu is the only one that I painted, so I will paint now Hastur, and when he's done, and the disciples already are done, and when Hastur himself is done, then I'm going to do the next scenario. So give me 3 days or something, and then we're going to go into the second episode, where we'll then face Hastur. And of course, eventually, we're going to see Yog-Sothoth and the Black Goat of the Woods, right? Great. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. And, well, if you want to support me, check out my Patreon page. You find the link below. And hope to see you on the next video. Bye.